Since we just finished and played through Max Payne 2, today we're going to be talking about what makes Max Payne 1 and 2 such good games. One of the best things about Max Payne 1 and 2 is the voice acting. The voice acting in 1 and 2 are top tier. It really doesn't get too much better than the voice acting in the first two Max Payne games.
Roscoe Bank ain't exactly keeping low profile.
The riskiest high seven, huh? But hell, the payoff makes it worth it.
Hold on here. Give me the detonator.
What are you talking about?
The detonator.
I thought you'd bring it.
You were supposed to bring it.
Yeah, right.
Oh, guys. Hey, we're getting around. You hear me? What is this, a joke? Hey, anybody? Answer me.
Another one of the really cool things about Max Payne 1 and 2 is the comic strip style cutscenes. And very unique, not too many games have done that before. The only other one I could think of is a Comic Zone. And that's not even really cutscenes, it's just kind of part of the game. And the bullet time mechanic. Just like Fear, the bullet time mechanic in Max Payne 1 and 2 is awesome. Very fun to use, especially with the dodge mixed in, the shoot dodge. Also, the ragdoll mechanic is very cool. Mixed with the bullet time mechanic, it's one of the coolest things to see bad guys flying in slow motion, all ragdoll-like. And the stories in the first two Max Payne games are also awesome. It's just like a dark detective novel. Very cool.
Too late, Max. You are under arrest for murder.
I'm doing this for you, Max. A bullet in the head, I can end the pain.
The levels are very cool and fun to play, and some of my favorite levels are the hallucination levels. Very trippy. On top of that, the atmosphere / world is very cool. They did an awesome job building a dark noir style New York atmosphere. It's very fun to check out and run through and see all the cool ads and all kinds of details. The characters in Max Payne 1 and 2 are awesome, especially Max and Mona in Max Payne 2. Some of the coolest anti-heroes ever. But most of the enemies are also very cool. They have extremely good voices of their own. Really reminds me of Sopranos. If you like Sopranos, you'll really like Max Payne's 1 and 2. It's got a wise guy type feel to it. They aren't the deepest games ever, but they are some of the most fun bullet time mechanic shooters there are, especially if you add the first person mod. If you haven't played it with the first person mod before, I highly recommend it. It's one of the coolest mods ever, especially for Max Payne 2 specifically. One of the cherries on top of Max Payne 1 and 2 are the psychological details or parallels of the in-game TV shows and advertisements. They're really awesome. The guys at Remedy who made these games back in the day were very intelligent.
You have a tumor in your brain. It's making you mad. We're forced to operate aggressively.
The fake doctors were trying to confuse me, saying I was John Mira, pumping me full of drugs.
No. None of that. Give it back. He's new. He has the drill. Restrain him. No.
Some things of note are Max Payne 1 cutscene sounds don't work on modern PCs unless you convert some of the game files with Dark J's conversion tool, which isn't too difficult. You can find that right on like the Steam help page or something like that. I might be a little bit biased because Max Payne 1 was the very first original Xbox game that I ever saw being played or played myself. When it came out, we used to think it was so cool to see a character like limping around when his health was low. There wasn't a lot of like environmental things that affected your character, how your character acted in games back then. So that was really cool to see. I really don't like Max Payne 3 as much as the first two games. It just really didn't feel like a Max Payne game to me. It was a pretty fun shooter. It was just a terrible Max Payne game, like story-wise, to me at least. Max Payne is a dark New York noir-style detective game, and the South America setting just did not go well with the character Max Payne at all. It just felt like more like a fan fiction than an actual Max Payne game. Before I end this review, I just wanted to add a few more things real quick. I just wanted to mention that my favorite weapons are the AK, the jackhammer, and the Ingram. They all look super cool in slow motion, especially the jackhammer. Just seeing all those pellets flying around, really cool to see. And Mona in Max Payne 2 is awesome. She's probably one of the coolest characters in all of the Max Payne series. Definitely one of my favorites. She's awesome.
It's coming.
The junkies are crazy as hell too. I love just sitting there listening to them, seeing what they mumble about. They're nuts. At least in Max Payne 1.
I think I died. I think I'm dead. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Oh.
Another thing that I really love about 1 and 2 is the soundtrack. I love the like early 2000s synthy vibe soundtrack. It's awesome to listen to. I was gonna release this video sooner. I wanted to put it up right after I got done playing Max Payne 2, but I had the whole thing edited and just about to finish it, and then my hard drive failed the next day, so I had to start all over and re-edit and rebuild everything. So that was kind of some bullshit. So yeah, hopefully you guys like my quote-unquote review of Max Payne's 1 and 2, and if you haven't played them, I'm telling you, play them. They're awesome games. So thanks for checking out why Max Payne's 1 and 2 are such good games.
Is it over? Did somebody get them? Are they dead?
Vlad and Mona were on a crash course. If I'd find one, the odds were I'd find the other. Vlad was after Vinny.
How stupid! You were safe in there, you stupid fuck! I'm coming for you!
Well, thanks for listening.
A fallen angel.
The flesh of fallen angels.
He was a serial killer. He had framed me for his murders. I was hiding in a cheap motel. One night, I woke to a knock at my door. Someone slipped a note under the door. It was a clue. I descended into a mystery, desperate to catch him.